Imagine a world where a man convinced of the supremacy of his race becomes the undisputed leader of a nation. That man was me, Adolf Hitler. My tenure as Chancellor of Germany from 1933 and subsequently as Führer from 1934 until my suicide in 1945 marked a dark chapter in history. During my regime, Germany became a Nazi state that promoted anti-Semitic policies, triggering the Holocaust, where millions of Jews lost their lives. My ambition led me to undertake aggressive foreign policies that triggered World War II. My legacy is the shadow that still hangs over the history of humanity. Imagine a world where my aggressive foreign policy, marked by the annexation of Austria and the Sudetenland in 1938, followed by the invasion of Poland in 1939, triggered World War II, drawing most of the world's nations into bloody conflict. Beginning with the Tripartite Pact in 1940, Germany, Italy, and Japan formalized our alliance, and 5 other European countries joined the Axis. Each of our European allies participated in the persecution and murder of Jews during the Holocaust, a barbarity that shocked humanity. However, as the war progressed, the entry of the United States in 1941 and growing resistance from the Allies put an end to our aspirations for world domination. My regime came to an end in 1945 when I committed suicide in my bunker in Berlin and Nazi Germany surrendered to the Allies, marking the decline of an evil empire.
I began my career as a socialist journalist, but my story took a surprising turn. In 1922, I assumed the position of Prime Minister of Italy, and with that, I became the Duce, leader of the fascist regime. My alliance with Nazi Germany in 1940, formalized in the Pact of Steel, unleashed a territorial ambition that led Italy to aggressive conquest. My nationalist, militarist and anti-communist policies influenced Hitler and his Nazi Germany. My regime left a deep mark on the history of Italy and the geopolitics of the Second World War. Italy's territorial expansion with the invasion of Ethiopia in 1935. Our alliance with Nazi Germany in World War II in 1940 led us to attack British interests in North Africa. Our vision was based on nationalism, militarism and propaganda, influencing Nazi Germany and its politics. I began Italy's territory. Italy was the first Axis member to give in. In 1943, I was overthrown and arrested, and the country surrendered to the Allies. German forces occupied northern Italy, and the Italian Social Republic was established in the north under German control. My final fate was a firing squad in 1945, marking the collapse of a regime that once dreamed of dominance.
What would you think if I revealed to you that the leader of a nation during World War II was considered a living god? I, Hirohito, was the Emperor of Japan from 1926 until my death in 1989. The belief in my divinity, descended from the goddess Amaterasu, marked my reign. However, what few know is that, during my leadership, I authorized bacteriological research and the use of chemical and bacteriological weapons. My Japan, along with Germany and Italy, formed the Axis alliance, which unleashed an era of expansion and conflict in East Asia. My role in World War II left a complex mark on Japanese history and international relations. Japan had already seized Manchuria in 1931, before joining the Axis. Then, in 1937, we sparked the Pacific War by invading the rest of China. Our alliance with Germany and Italy was formalized in the Tripartite Pact in 1940, which recognized our right to establish a new order in Greater East Asia. Although we never developed institutions to coordinate foreign policy, we pledged to provide each other with military and political aid if attacked. However, the entry of the United States into the war in 1941 changed the course of the conflict. Japan finally surrendered in 1945 after Hiroshima and Nagasaki were devastated by atomic bombs, ending a dark and painful chapter in history.